Good morning and hello, YouTubies, TikTok. I might put this on Instagram too. Since TikTok is theoretically, supposedly going away, not just going to post this in one place. I'm going to make sure I post it in a few places. It is currently January the 2nd. So explain to me how I'm behind on my seed starting already. I was in a mutuals live the other day, and she's so sweet. It was just a few of us in there, and I showed them like my extensive seed collection, which if you looked at that video I posted the other day, I have a lot of seeds. But what I need to do today is go ahead and start my seeds. Specifically the peppers. I might get to tomatoes today, I might get to flowers today, but to be honest with you, I am working on a very limited timer because I am actually sick and I'm already starting to feel pretty bad. But that doesn't really matter whenever it comes to the fact that I have to get these things out. Because spring's not going to care when I don't have seedlings, you know? I don't want to pay for seedlings. So we're going to go ahead and use one of my seed starting methods. There are a few that you can use. You can put your seeds directly into soil, which is called direct sowing. You can put them into seed starting mix in a, not a cup, but like in a planter. I can't think of words. I don't feel good. Or you can use a paper towel method. Based on my experience from last year and my germination rates, I'm going to be using the paper towel method. What I noticed is that my germination was better with paper towel. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is going through a few different seeds that I will be starting. So before we go into the just time-lapse reel, we're going to be going ahead and doing jalapeno peppers, massive poblanos. We're going to do these beautiful chocolate bell peppers, these lilac bell peppers, and then, if I can find the package, massive cherry peppers. These are my oldest seeds. They're like from 2020. These are like some of the original seeds I ever bought. So I'm going to be using more of these because they're older, so their germination rate probably won't be as good. So let's go ahead and get into seeds. All right, for this method, what you will need are paper towels. This is a Viva brand. It's kind of like a 1-ply, but it's like a lush 1-ply, which sounds interesting. Plastic baggies, a Sharpie, and then of course your seeds. And then I have a spray bottle here too. You can wet your seeds underneath the faucet if you want. I just don't want it. It ends up being messier. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the seeds I've already labeled. My goal at the end of the day is to get 2 plants from each of these seed varieties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sow more seeds than I need. I'm going to start more seeds than I need. So realistically, if I want to, I'm going to probably do about 8 seeds because we have to be practical. That's more than 8, but I'm going to let it go. We're going to go ahead and spread them out. I'm going to try to get them to one side too. And then we are going to spray them where they sit. Sorry, technical difficulties on that. Fold this over. Make sure they're kind of encased in there and that the whole thing is wet. I'm just going to pop them in a bag. All right, so that's where we are. These do not need sunlight right now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop them on a heating mat. My heating mat is plugged in. That way they will germinate. Peppers like heat, so they do need a heating mat to germinate. So I'm just going to go through the rest of these. Okay, so over here we have all of our seeds. They are sitting on their heating mat in what is currently my seed starting setup. Is this the final iteration of seed starting setup? Absolutely not. I'm having to experiment with it this year because last year's seed starting setup was at my old house. So, and it was dependent on my old house. And at the old house we had, I had the grow lights running underneath the cabinets. I can't do that here because this is a rental. Next thing I am going to start today while I'm here and I still have a little bit of energy, are going to be my, sorry, I keep saying, are going to be my eggplants. These did extremely well last year. The way that I neglected my garden was crazy. And you know what's the worst part is when these sprout, I'm probably going to give away quite a few of them if I end up with excess, and I won't know which colors I'm giving away. So essentially, I really should stop buying the mixes. All right, last, these are only a year old. These are my Rosa Bianca. Last year was the first year I got some Rosa Bianca eggplant, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no idea what to do or how to eat an eggplant, so I may have wasted most of them, which I really have to stop doing. All right, so that's it. Next video, we're going to talk about my seed sources, and we're also going to discuss why I am so gung-ho about gardening, especially in the upcoming year. So I know this is probably pretty boring. I hope this was helpful to whoever you are out there, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.